Hello everyone there. Are you preparing for a job placement or seeking admission to a particular program? Then I am sure you know that your resume is your golden ticket because this is the one which makes the first impression and you want it to stand out for all the good reasons. Well, I am Rajan and in the next few minutes I am going to tell you the ways of crafting your resume that stands out. And of course, I'll certainly tell you certain pitfalls which you must avoid. One of the first requirements of a good resume is that it should have tailored content. The one size fits resume don't work these days. Your resume has to be customized to the requirements of the job or the program you are applying to. You ought to summarize your achievements and your qualifications, your skill sets in such a fashion that the reader, the recruiter, finds it suitable for the job he or she is looking out for you. Second is conciseness is the key. These days, one pages are in vogue. At the max, it can have 2 pages where you, if required, you can highlight your experiences, your projects or your internships. Then the third thing is that you have to focus on your achievements rather than on duties. You have to highlight the actions taken and the results achieved. There, in place of saying that you are in charge of the media section, try to say that achieved 30% increase in the social media engagements in the 3 months I was in charge for the media section. Something like that. The fourth thing you have to remember that action points are your friends. Your bullet points should start with terms like led a team of so many people or worked with this person for achieving this type of target or wrote an article. So the action points are your friends. There you should highlight what actions you did and what are the results which were there. So always use action terms rather than generic things. And then comes the design, the physical design. The physical design of your resume should be such that it is able to highlight the achievements and whatever your skill sets, your potential are there to the reader. So you should have a clear-cut design with the specific sections marked for qualification, your experiences, your achievements, your skill sets, and etc. Now we will talk about certain pitfalls. The grammatical and spelling errors are the first and the worst of the pitfalls. You must read and reread, proofread your resume after you have written as many times as possible. Even one single typo can actually spoil your whole credential. It actually puts off the reader. So in all the cases, and you are lucky these days that even on computer systems, you have got spell checks and grammar checks. But never believe on them completely. You have to read it yourself. Don't believe in cut and paste things. So reread as many times as possible. The second thing which is required and which is very important is you should avoid generic objectives. Rather than telling something generic like I am searching for an opportunity or a position which suits my qualifications or my skill set or my potential, you should be specific about what are you trying to achieve. Where do you want to reach? Your objective should be a compilation and very specific compilation. It should have objectivity. Avoid subjectivity in these terms. Then the third thing which you must avoid is irrelevant information. Don't clutter, don't pack up your CV, your resume with the details which are not required. Something like your marital status, your whole address, all the addresses which are there, or maybe what all types of things, what are your hobbies, what are your pastimes, your leisure, all those things. Always include only those things which are relevant to that particular position. Then comes the fourth thing, and that is the most dangerous part, that is exaggeration and fake information. In our attempt to highlight our achievements and trying to make an impression on the readers, we try to put things which are not exactly the truth. We write things which are exaggerated. Mind it, the interviewers are having your resume in their front, and they are smart enough to find any fake thing are there, and they are able to find out. So always be truthful. Don't be fake. You yourself are quite capable and suitable for that particular job. Only thing is that you have to present yourself in a proper fashion. No exaggerations, no fake information. And then you must avoid cluttering of your sheet. You should leave enough white spaces for the content to breathe and reach to the audience. So your reader, the selector, should be able to read it well. So for that, you must have a clear design. No more these type of fancy fonts and colors and etc. should not be there. Simplicity is the key. So friends, mind it, your resume is not just a document. It's actually your story, your personality being presented. So you have to make it engaging, you have to make it clear, and you have to make it impressive. Here I'll give you a small pro tip. When you are writing your experiences, always start with the most recent one and work backwards. Second thing, you should have a good professional email which you put there. No funky details, no funky names like all these names people use sometimes, like the adventurer, the hunky, or the something like that, or these type of funny things. No. And the third thing, you should give a good LinkedIn link there. Your profile should be well polished there so that people get impressed. If these tips are getting to your mind and you feel interested about it, you want to know more about it, then please feel free to book your slot for an one-to-one interaction with me before the final day of your placements or your interviews. Well, wishing you best for your placements, and thank you. Bye.